I think we're good to go now. I had to switch internet connections.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
But I think we're good now. I think so. Hope so. Alright, let's finish this and head on into the actual race. What's up, Gary? Yeah, I don't do night streams very often, but I took a pretty hard nap today. I took slept like 2 hours. So I've been staying up. I gotta stay up till 10 o'clock most nights to let the cats out. So tonight I actually didn't have. Chris and I are not watching a movie tonight. We've been watching movies almost every single night for like 2 weeks, and she did a ton of yard work today. So tonight she was like, I think I'm just gonna relax in bed with my phone and TikTok, and I was like, that's totally fine. I'll go stream for a bit. And I didn't want to do Baldur's Gate 3 tonight because the Baldur's Gate 3 stream this morning was really heavy because we're really close to the end, and that's just that's a really intense sequence. I wasn't up for more of that. That drained me this morning. There's a lot going on in those stream sessions. But I think we've only got one more stream to be wrapped up with. I think we'll be done with Baldur's Gate 3. If I stream tomorrow, we'll be done tomorrow. Which means my Druid playthrough is done, and it's going to be time to get on to the Sorcerer playthrough next. But immediately after that, I'm going to turn around and finish up Starfield. I spent about the last 2 hours playing Cyberpunk offline. I've got hit level 49, so I'm getting closer to the max level. But I maxed out my 3 trees, so I'm going to do my advanced build for Cyberpunk tomorrow, probably. I'll do my advanced build guide. Cluster. Oh, get away. Off the track. Wow, we're doing 7 laps in this one. Oh yeah, with 7 laps, I got it. I think this is the next to last race to finish up this particular tour. They patched the game, I think 2 days ago, and they lowered the requirements for a lot of the parts you need. So it's a lot easier to spec your car out. So I think I was fully spec'd by the 3rd race, whereas beforehand it was taking me all the way up to race 5 or 6 before I was fully speccing my car and hitting that upper limit. I love these rain races. They're a lot of fun. What if I get him before the curve? Probably not. I'm gonna get him right at the curve. Been doing a little bit of multiplayer too. It's intense. I wonder why this one has 7 laps, because a lot of them only have like 5. This seems like a really long one. It's probably because we're getting towards the end of the series. They start making you do longer races. Might be the first car I get to level 30. Feels like the rain's getting heavier suddenly. Go.
Last lap.
Chris just shared a couple of videos with me on TikTok. My phone's beeping at me. My brother shared me some stuff too, because they had a field fire. The guy he leases land from is an older gentleman who's completely blind. He's in his 80s, and he was doing his annual burn the brush of the field, and he started a fire and it got out of control, and the whole fire department had to come out and put his field out, burned like 50 acres, and then today apparently the fire restarted and got into the woods. So they're having all sorts of chaos. It's been an eventful day. Chris did a whole bunch of yard work. I put up a video on the Homestead channel today, which I linked here to the community section of YouTube. I did some landscaping today in the backyard, but Chris was out there about 8 hours doing chicken wire and protecting a bunch of the trees, and then fixing the chicken wire in the back fence so that the baby chicks can't get out, so the chicken hawks hopefully can't get them anymore. She literally just came in like an hour ago. I was like, I'm taking a shower and going to bed. Like, that's awesome. She's just watching TikTok right now. Alright, that's a wrap on that race.
Good work today. We finished P1.
Gary says, I like how the weather effects intensify as the race goes longer. I feel like it does sometimes, but not every time. I haven't really paid attention to whether it's every single time or not. I feel like about 30% of the races I'm doing are in the rain. Oh, I thought that was the next to last. Apparently it's not. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do anything here because it's all going to push me way up. God, you could put a 6.5 liter V12 in this thing? That sounds a little ridiculous. I'm maxed though, and I can't do any more to this car. I think the last time I had to race this track, I did it in the rain. What's up, Liam? I'm Speed. Go, Speed Racer, go. Welcome to the guild, Gary. Thank you so much for the support. Brand new video up for the members yesterday, Gary. Or was that this morning? Actually, that was this morning. I think I posted that video. But don't forget to check out the member videos, man. Because we got some secret sauce. It's all good, man. That's the one thing I do kind of wish it would be more convenient if Google had an auto renewal system, but instead it's all manual. And so I honestly get that a lot. I'd say about 30% of the members, off the top of my head, about 30% of people end up like they'll forget because they get busy. Everybody gets busy, you know. And 2-3 months will go by and they'll pop back and be like, I forgot to renew. It's totally normal. But I know I've had 7 or 8 people who've asked if Google had an auto renewal system, and I was like, I think a lot of people would like it, but they do not, as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure Twitch subs are auto renewal unless it's the Prime one. I think the Prime subs you have to manually do, but normal Twitch sub stays going until you cancel it. Secret sauce and mystery meatloaf. Speaking of meatloaf, Chris made bondigas today, meatballs. Tomorrow she's making hamburgers. I think any platform can have toxicity, but that's actually one of the reasons. And I think I mentioned that in the member video I put up this morning. One of the, I originally started on Twitch like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and got up to like 100 followers, and over the course of a couple of months, and then just said screw it and came over to YouTube because the chat was just so toxic, and I was getting people spamming just porn stuff in the chat sections, and unless you have a moderator to take care of all that stuff, it's just a pain in the ass. But Liam has a good point. So I sent Liam messages. So I think it was 2 years ago, maybe, when my channel when I first got monetized and when we were taking off here on YouTube. I don't have any issues now because I've got the settings set to where if someone wants to chat in YouTube, they have to be a subscriber for at least 20 minutes. And the reason I put it at that setting is because anything less than that, and I was getting people coming in with dropping, like, they would have like some sort of name like XXX, young girls XXX, and they would spam a bunch of porn commentary when I was live streaming on YouTube. And then our Discord got hit, and I had to install that moderator on Discord because we got hit really hard and heavy with Discord about 2 years ago, where people came in and spammed like black gay porn across all of our Discord channels and hit a bunch of our members with stuff in their private messages. Some people are just dicks, and poor Liam did his. I think it was your first celebratory 1,000 subscribers. Let's do a celebration stream, and he had it open to anybody, and people were coming in and doing poop spam. So everyone was just using different words for poop and feces and all this other stuff, and it's just people who have nothing better to do, and they randomly look for streams to snipe. And if you've got it open, if you've got the settings open, it gets really, really bad. So even YouTube can be super toxic in the chat, but I think for the most part you can weed out most of the people, because none of the spammers they don't want to wait around for 20 minutes to chat, to drop a spam chat. So if you've got the minimum time period for someone to chat is 20 minutes, that weeds out like 95%. I have still had a couple of times over the last year and a half, like maybe twice. It's maybe been twice I've had like a couple of times someone has sat there and waited 20 minutes. And those are the ones you know have a bone to pick with you because they just hate you. Because they're willing to sit there for 20 minutes until they can spam you. It is juvenile. Yeah, definitely got to change it for the next ones, Liam. And then one of the things I like about when you get monetized, everything else, is you can set in those same settings. This is for you, Liam, but just so you know. So on the weekends, I do member-only streams. So no one can, well, member-only live chats, I should say. So you could set the chat to where only the members can chat on like Saturdays and Sundays I do. Well, Gary, one of the things with Dr. Disrespect, if you pay attention to Dr. Disrespect, like I'd say 99% of his streams are member-only streams. Like you have to pay $3 a month to be able to chat in his YouTube. And I don't blame him, because when you've got, 30,000, 40,000 people watching, if that was open to everybody, oh my God, that'd be a nightmare. And he has moderators who still have to do, it's a full-time moderation job to moderate his streams. And if I ever get to that big, I'll end up having to pay a moderator too, because even if you have the member-only live chat stuff on, it's still it can still get pretty bad. But I know with Starfield in particular, that was when I like to have the weekends be only for members as a way to say thank you for supporting the channel and give you guys a sort of a private, few days of streams. But when I was starting to stream Starfield, there were so many anti-Bethesda trolls who came out of the woodwork that I ended up turning on member-only live chats for like 10 or 12 days. Like just every single day I just kept it on, because there was so many just angry people who just wanted to yell and scream, "How dare you play Starfield? How dare you enjoy that game? How dare you?" And it's like, I don't even want to deal with you, so I'm just gonna, like, if you want to give me money and come rant, sure, but otherwise, piss off. It'll be interesting to see if Twitch has changed. I did a Twitch stream yesterday, just an impromptu Cyberpunk stream. Revamped the channel. I'll probably do some more stuff over there. Well, I'll definitely do more stuff over there, but I don't know what exactly I'm doing over there yet. Oh, get out of the way, guys. I don't have car damage on her. I'm screwed. I have no idea if I'm going to get first place in this race or not. It's going to be really hard. I think it projected me as 3rd to 5th or something. But I also started all the way at the back because I want all the car points I can get for passing everybody. You can get 10 points every time you overtake. So if you can overtake all 23 of the other cars, you get a really fat bonus. I got 6 laps. That's the. Oh, by the way, there's my level 31. I think this is the first car I've gotten to level 30. Oh, oh, oh. Might have just screwed the pooch with that. Didn't have what displayed, Liam? Sorry, I just glanced down because I'm trying not to go off track here. So I didn't get a chance to get your full comment. Displayed if it was some crabber count like this SLL fiasco. Like the YouTube subscriber count? YouTube's also changed so much over the years. It is really sad how far they've driven that game into the ground. And they have driven it into the ground. Their forums are it's not good. There's less than 50 people that play on a daily basis. And even with the free weekends, they can't get anybody to join. And if you read their forums, it's just people are just complaining. It's so sad. Could have been something special. It was something special for a long time. But that's also, Chris and I have had a long talk about that too. It's like, imagine if I would have started my personal YouTube channel 10 years ago, instead of spending 7 years on that YouTube channel, if I had spent those 7 years on this YouTube channel, I'd probably be at 100,000 subscribers by now. But it's also kind of defeatist to think like that. He's got to roll with the punches, man. Oh yeah, man, you were here. I think you were here back when I only had like 40 or 50. I think you were probably in the first. You were definitely in the first 100 people that followed this channel. Because for a long time I didn't really advertise it. I was just sticking up my the Diary of an Indie Game Dev. I think that was one of the first series I did on this channel, was the Diary of an Indie Game Dev. And those are just my personal vlog things, talking about, you know, game development on the game. And it was just like my personal take on things. I got these guys in my sights. I should be able to get first place here. Of course, then I screw that up like that. I'm gonna rewind that. I know better than to do that on that corner.
Remaining.
Google Plus, I think, is the one you're thinking of, Liam. Ironically enough, early in Saga of Lucemia, like 2015, Google Plus was our #1 social media network. I remember one month we did like 1 million hits on all of our videos and stuff because of Google Plus. That got us a huge amount of interest. In like 2015, excuse me. But I think it was gone by 2016. There was a couple-year window when Google Plus was a big deal. By the way, why did my phone toggle back to... There we go. Man, I haven't thought about Google Plus in a long time. That's a trip. November, they're implementing a new advertising scheme, so to speak, with YouTube. So theoretically, it's supposed to increase ad revenue for folks. They're making a bunch of ads. I think they're going to make some of the ads unskippable. They're going to be doing more of that. One of the things they've already added, which I absolutely love, is they now have what Twitch has, which is an automatic.
One more. Finish strong.
So beforehand, and they only started this, for at least for my channel, I only got access to it about 2 weeks ago. Beforehand, if I wanted to run ads during a live stream, I had to manually click a button. But now you can, there's 3 different settings you can tweak to have YouTube automatically put ads into the live stream. So I don't even have to worry about it anymore. And you can set it like light, moderate, or aggressive, depending on how frequently you want ads to run. It's pretty cool. Because going into Twitch, you can actually go in and you can set the frequency manually if you want, and then they give you a bigger payout. It's a 55% rev share now, which is a big difference from what it used to be. But you have to do, I think it's like 3 minutes of ads per, I forget what it is now. But it's theoretically helping small-time Twitch streamers make a little bit of scratch finally, as opposed to, you know, not really making any money until a partner status. Alright, that's a wrap on that one. I think there's one race left for this series.
Well done. P1.
Oh, look at that Reese's car, man. Now I really want some Reese's. I've not had any Reese's in, it's been a couple years. Last race, I think. I feel like I have an eyelash in my eye. It's probably a probably cat hairs.
Maple Valley is wide, fast, and mostly forgiving. So get to know where the fastest race line is through every segment. But be prepared to do plenty
I'll
of
be right back.
overtaking
Somebody
off
left a
that
comment I gotta go tell Chris about. Real Tomfooler said, I'm not totally caught up with all the things you're doing, but my fiance is now invested in the Homestead channel, your cat life, and Christina's TikTok, so it's a vibe. I gotta go tell Christina that someone's obsessed with her TikTok. I'll be right back. I don't think Chris has even published on her TikTok in a few months because a lot of her videos were Sam, and then after Sam got hit by the car, she just hasn't had the heart to get back into it. But she's been thinking about it. We got a harness for the boys, for Luke, Frodo, and Smeagol, and we've been slowly harness training those cats. So I think at some point she's gonna start doing videos of them going for walks and stuff, and maybe not too far, but like in the backyard. Like today I think I put it up on the homestead video today. I had Smeagol. We were doing some harness training today in the backyard while I was digging landscaping. All right. This is the last race of this session. Or of this tour, I should say. Oh, what track is this? Oh my god! Oh, I remember this track. I did this track live like when the game first launched, and I wrecked on that corner every single time. I think I did, out of the 5 laps, I think I wrecked 4 times. This is going to be super interesting, because that corner is not cool. This is a beautiful track, though. God, I got like an eyelash or a cat hair in my left eye. Guarantee you it's a cat hair, man, when you have like 8 or 9 cats. It's just, it is what it is. Thank God I'm not allergic. We were getting, yesterday they did a pop-up rabies shot. A perfect timing because Frodo, Smeagol, Merry, and Pippin all needed their rabies shots for the year, their annual vaccination, as well as their mom. And normally we would just take them to the vet, but the vet's about a 20-minute walk, or you can take a taxi. And we usually just go there, but they did a pop-up vaccination place at the park just up the street from our house, which is only like literally, it's less than a 5-minute walk. So that's one of the things we did yesterday, is we took all those cats up there to get them the rabies shots. But it was funny because one of the ladies, we kept, because we only have one cat carrier. So it was like, I think Chris made one trip by herself, and then I went with her, and she had Frodo in a bag, and in her grocery bag, and then I had Smeagol in the cat carrier, and one of the ladies was like, "How many cats do you have?" And I was like, "Too fucking many." But the funniest thing we saw was there was an older gentleman, probably in his 70s, who rolled up in a car, and he had 6 or 7 dogs in the car, and he just pulled them out one by one with a nylon rope around each one's neck and got them all their rabies shots. But it's really cool that the government here is on top of stuff like that. So the rabies shots are completely free. You don't have to pay anything. The government pays for all the rabies vaccinations for animals. Are rabies shots free in the States? I don't remember. I seem to recall like it's, you have to pay. Last time I had animals in the States was like 2004 or 5 when I had to get animals their vaccinations. Oh, sorry about that. This is where I need to slow it down a little bit. And it feels like they increased car XP too, because I'm just cranking up the levels with these cars. Well, at least with this car. I think the highest level I reached with any of my other cars was like 25. Oh, shizzle! Alright, that's the end of the practice. Yay! I survived! Ooh, is this gonna be a night race? This will be interesting. I am not gonna start all the way back in the back with this one because I have all the points I need, and I will fail miserably if I if I start all the way at the back. Ooh, it's gonna be a night race. This will be cool. Maple Valley Circuit. Go. The Reese's peanut butter cup car is in front of us. I'm just like starving right now. And I would love a Reese's peanut butter cup. Oh, who is behind me like pushing me off the road? Look at all the headlights behind me in the rear view. That's cool. By the way, I'm still playing in full ray tracing mode. The game looks absolutely breathtaking. butcher it on this corner up ahead if I'm not careful going in again.
Total time penalty is about 1.5 seconds.
Oh, I don't mind the penalty. I'm in front now. I can sort of relax and take my time. I think I might have run him off the track. This track terrifies me. But it is beautiful. Up. Did I actually manage to not go off that time? I'm surprised. Pat myself on the back. And then watch my go off the course here. Woo! Screwed the pooch on that one. Yeah, nothing wrong with moving in your chair, man. What you can't see is my feet are inadvertently twitching as well, like the direction the car needs to go. Brain knows, man. Yeah, they should. It would be nice if YouTube offered that, because I know with Twitch as an example, if you're a subscriber of a channel and you're a paying member, you don't get hit with the ads, and YouTube still hits people with ads even when they're supporting a channel. Even if you're, I think the only way you can get rid of ads entirely on YouTube is if you're a premium member, which is a completely separate thing, because then you're just, you know, paying for YouTube premium membership as opposed to supporting an individual content creator. So in a perfect world, as an FYI, I'm gonna wreck. That's one of the things when I do the member-only live stream chats on the weekends. I tend to not run ads on those streams. But during the weekday I do, specifically for that reason, because I know that YouTube is running, but I gotta make a living, so every penny counts. But it is an annoying feature of YouTube. It would be great if they turned off ads for members. In about 98% of cases, I prefer everything that YouTube does over Twitch. But there are a couple of things that Twitch does better, and that's one of them. Man, I'm really excited to be done with this one, because I can't wait to see what the next tour is going to be, because that means I get a new car to level up. At least I only managed to wreck one time out of the 5 that time. The first time I did that track, I wrecked 4 times out of 5.
Nice work out there.
All right, that's gonna be a wrap on that entire series. What is the next series, everybody? We're gonna get a new car. We're gonna do it's the MX-5 challenge. Ooh, look at this one. When we get to that one, we get to do the German rivals. That's gonna be fun. Then we get the JDM Legends. Oh, look at that bad boy. Oh, this is gonna be a fun. So I finished the Modern Tour the other day. Was pretty awesome. I'm really loving this game, guys. Like, I've been going through like bit by bit. I'm gonna do all of these. I like these games. I probably won't be streaming most of the playthroughs that I do, but I'll be working on this game for the next 6-8 months. This will be one that stays. It's like MLB The Show. The show usually ends up staying. Whatever's the latest version of the show ends up staying on my Xbox for like 6-8 months, and they usually do 2 or 3 different careers. NBA 2K as well. The Madden games. Ooh, we might have just. Looks like it might have just froze up. It's all right. We will restart. The Madden games I don't keep installed as long. I don't get as much enjoyment out of those. Oh, we got a mail. Latest showroom car discount, 2014 Ferrari. I don't need it. I don't buy stuff unless it's part of a race that I'm gonna do. Well, I appreciate that, Ooh. We are gonna have there is more Starfield coming up. Oh no way! Did it not? Did it just bug out? Look at this. It didn't track my progress on the Nuremberg sprint. No fucking way. It didn't track the Nuremberg or the last race. So the last 2 races I did while on the stream, it didn't save the progress on those. Oh, I just came across a bug. That's a pretty big bug too, because that's like an hour of progress that I just lost. Let me finish my train of thought before because I got sidetracked now. I will be getting back to Starfield soon. I've been playing a little bit of offline, and a couple of guides, but I've got it looks like I've got one more Baldur's Gate 3 session, it's probably going to be tomorrow. I don't think we have anything. Tomorrow's a Friday. Unless Chris needs my help with something, I should be streaming Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow morning, in which case I will finish Baldur's Gate 3. I think I'm pretty much down to the last session. And as soon as I wrap up that, I'm turning around and I'm streaming Starfield again on a regular basis to finish my first playthrough. I've got one more faction storyline I want to do, which is the Ryujin Industries. And then I'm going to go ahead and just finish the Constellation storyline and get through it just so I can finish the game and get into New Game Plus so that I can at least have it finished. And then once that's done, that'll go into maintenance mode with a second playthrough, which is going to be my Space Marine, because I never did the Vanguard storyline, so I want to go do the Vanguard storyline with my Space Marine. And that'll go on the back burner, along with my Sorcerer and Baldur's Gate 3 will go on the back burner, and then I'm going to be live streaming my Netrunner in Cyberpunk 2077, who I was actually playing for a couple hours earlier tonight offline. I got him to level 49, and I maxed out all the abilities I want, so I'm going to do my advanced guide tomorrow. But we'll be doing some more Starfield streams soon. You've never watched streamers before, but I'm going to start tuning in more, and I do appreciate that. It's how I make a living. Well, I don't make a living off of streaming, but I make a living off of YouTube and content creation. So anything you watch of mine, thank you. I appreciate it. Bubbalonia, what is up, man? That's a pretty annoying bug, guys, not going to lie. Because I did the Nuremberg sprint, and I did that last race I just did. I did 2 races, so that's practice sessions plus the races. 7 laps for each, I think, something like that. 7 laps for one, 5 laps for the other. That's literally, I've been streaming for what, an hour and 10 minutes? That's literally pretty much the entire stream. It didn't save my progress, which sucks. Bubbleoni says, I've been loving Starfield since I got back into it and went whole hog in the shipbuilding and base building. I still haven't gotten into shipbuilding, but I will say this. I saw somebody's video yesterday. I'm gonna go see if I don't know if I actually watched the full thing, if it's in my YouTube history. Because if it is, I'll link it here in the chat. Because holy crap, there's this dude who does like builds on, and one of the builds he did was just amazing looking. It's like an hour-long video on a ship that he made. I'm gonna see if I saved it. Oh, I don't see it. Crap. See if I can find it really quick. It's this one. I found it just because I remembered the name of the dude. I remember the name of the dude. So he's got this ship called the Basilisk. The channel's name is Wise Old Wizard, and he's got these ship builds. I'm gonna link this in the chat here because look at this ship. Like I really like the ships he's got. Excuse me. But that guy's got some really cool ship build videos on his channel. And that ship in particular, I really liked the look of. It's a ridiculously OP ship. He's flying with thruster mode, which I really don't like. But I don't know. There's some people are doing some really cool things with the ship builds. Alright, well, I don't think I want to do that anymore. that made me a little grumpy. Let's see if there is a... I thought I already had this car. Oh, I remember why. I actually sold that car. So that might have been a server issue on Forza's part if it didn't save my progress for the hour that I played. It also didn't track my leveling or anything. Let's see if there is a multiplayer session coming up. Congratulations on completing all introductory races. Your current safety rating is B. Drive safely and your rating will continue to improve over time. Safe driving also leads to cleaner, faster lap times. Skill rating is based on your fitness position and overall performance in each race. It ranges from 1,000 to 5,000. Your current rating is not that great. You've unlocked access to new series and events. In spec events, choose from a selection of cars that have been pre-tuned. Open events allow drivers to show off and compete in their very own project car with loose restrictions. Cool. Well, I made it past the introduction events, which is awesome. So now I get to do, let's maybe look at one of these. Car restrictions, 911 GT3 RS16 max 800 PI. So I'm assuming I would need to buy that car. By the way, when was the next 8:40? Ah, that's 40 minutes away. Yeah, we're not going to do that. There's a touring series that starts in 30 minutes. The GT series starts in 25 minutes. So I'm not going to do any of these. But what about the open events? That starts at 8:25. Pick your favorite C-Class car or build your very own and bring it to dominate the competition. Do I have any C-Class cars? Should I share? I mean, I'm not going to do this because it's 30 minutes out. I do. I have my Volkswagen. Oh, hang on. It said C. Cool. All right, folks. Well, that was an impromptu Thursday evening session, but I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go watch some TikTok with Chris. Read some comments on YouTube. Maybe check out some more Pantheon Fallout. I should be back tomorrow morning with Baldur's Gate 3. I'd really like to wrap up my first playthrough. I want to be done, because that'll be like a 3-month, right? When did it start? August. Was it August 3rd when I can't remember when Baldur's Gate 3 started. Was it August 3rd? I'm gonna go look it up now. Yeah, August 3rd. So September 3rd, October 3rd. Not quite 3 months. Like 2.5 months to finish. Honestly, I could have kept going, but because I had a whole bunch of side quests that I didn't finish. But I've got so much on my plate, and I need to wrap up everything. I need to wrap up everything by mid-November so that I can be ready for Rogue Trader launch on December 7th. So I can get Baldur's Gate 3 off my plate, and then just go into doing like once a week guides, and then my Sorcerer playthrough, and then I can get to Starfield, get Starfield done. What I really want to do is I want to get into Outpost building with Starfield, but that's a thing that I'm going to be doing in my own time, at my own pace, and then I'll do guides around it. So I'd like to get the main storyline done so that I can start working on that. And then I could easily do another 100 hours in Cyberpunk. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to that. It was really fun to play. Today I was just working on Phantom Liberty side gigs and stuff, and they are so good. The quests are so good, and Johnny's got a lot of dialogue in like all the side gigs, so it's been a lot of fun. All right, thanks you. Appreciate it. Everybody else, Gary, thanks for rejoining as a member again. Appreciate the support from everybody. Don't forget, if you like what you see, you can always drop a super chat, which is a one-off donation. There's a button down there in the chat area where you can just click something and put in a donation, or you can join as a member. Members get access to the member videos that we do a few times per week. Just put out a video this morning for our members talking about some stuff, so check that out. In the meantime, I'm off. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.